Never really like rematching people. It's fine, but always feels a little bit aggressive rematching people. But okay. So I'm just going to play d5 and we'll see what happens. Okay, we get this. Now let me just play my normal. What I do, when I'm. King's Indian reversed. Okay, he's playing it like this. I mean, normally speaking, it's not a great thing for black, for white to be giving up the dark squared bishop like that. Not really. I mean, GF is actually quite interesting here. It's interesting even in it's interesting in the normal chess, but it's he's done this mistake before actually. Just going to take on here. Because I can always just play g6, so I've actually got the two bishops, and I haven't even damaged my pawns. But it's never clear actually. This is sometimes quite a nice structure as an attacking structure. You get the open G file, for example. But here, obviously, if I've now this is when this becomes very nice. I could have gone castle queen side actually. That would have probably been a better move objectively, but this is quite good too. So yeah, bishop h4. Not clear how good that is. I'm just going to play the rook to d8. Okay, he's self-pinned there somehow, so that's not too bad. I think I'm just going to go castles. I could do other things there. I mean, I could go bishop g5 or whatever, but I just think we'll let him, sort himself out. And all right, I'm going to play c4. Got the possibility of playing d4 soon, so it could be unpleasant in certain circumstances. I've also got bishop c5, of course. I'm also freeing myself there. f4, of course, I can just take. So, okay, he's ready to move out there. I could go d4, but I'm just going to play queen c7 here. And I could try and play knight f5. That is possible. It shouldn't be anything, though. Sort of move you play when you're short of time, really. So knight f1 to e3, is definitely a possibility here. I think, maybe I should have thought that through a bit more. But okay, I'm going to play queen a4. a6 is quite tempting, I have to say, because knight c4 I can go b5. I've got queen a5 as well, which is quite tempting. I've got d4, which is very tempting as well. Okay, I get rid of his pawn, but I get quite a bit of activity. I think let's try it. I mean, it feels like a nice thing to do, doesn't it, really? Also I'm going to start thinking at some stage of taking on h4 there. I mean, it's not so easy for him. Well, he can repair it with h3 and then g3. So, as always, it's okay, lovely. I think I'm going to do this. I've got the possibility of playing c3. Now, this might be a decent game for pawn move somehow. Knight f3. These knights are really looking not very good at all. I think I'm just going to play the bishop to b4 here. If he goes rook e3, I'm going to go c3, I think. But watch out maybe for rook d5. Maybe rook e3. I'll take on c4 first. I think that'll probably be the way. So I'm threatening b5 here, which is rather nasty. And if I can go b5 in actual fact, and after queen a6, I go b7, winning the queen. That would be nice. Oh, I think I'm going to get it. That is quite vicious, I have to say. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think this is quite a good game then for... let me just make a note of when it is on the video. 5:20, black, King of England. Very nice. There's not to be dismissive or anything, but it does surprise me a lot how strangely people play in the variants. You know, it's you just think, you know, you play normal chess somehow. Oh, he's copying me. Oh, that's fair enough. Okay, well, I think we'll do what Stockfish did. We'll just play the Slav, the semi-Slav in actual fact. Oh, okay, interesting. Could play the move e5. You know, that's quite interesting. All right, well, we'll do that. It's kind of interesting in a way because, you know, it's freeing the d5 square for my knight, and yeah, it's just different basically. Okay, well, we'll do that. Now I can play knight to e4 and take the pawn on c5, or I can go knight to g4 and take the pawn on e5. I'm not quite sure which one I should do. This one intuitively feels a bit more natural, so let's do that. But that's quite nice, isn't it? This this little d5 to e5, quite a nice little example. Of course, c5 is quite unusual for white. I'd vaguely thought about it as a possibility. Ooh, b4. It's going to be risky, but you never know. Let's just play the move a5. He'll go bishop b2. Got anything clearer than that? Maybe I should just go play a move like bishop f5 first. So I think a5, bishop b2, he manages to cover his pawn somehow. I mean, it's not great, but so maybe it's nice to go bishop f5 here. Could go pawn e2, but he hasn't done that, so we'll just grab the two bishops. And I'm going to play f6 here, just to go e5. That. Yeah, now I think I was sort of delaying a5 really, so that I could have a good tempo against the pawn on b4 there to get castling queenside quickly. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let me just play bishop e7 there. I'm sort of vaguely thinking about playing d6 at some stage. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking of. Bishop c2 is possible. It'll give him the chance to castle. Bishop to b5 seems vaguely interesting. He can't go b3 because I'll take his pawn, so I think that's fine. Got to watch out for these pieces getting trapped, but I think it's fine. And I'm threatening something like d6, for example. Or, you know, I could go b6 as well, but d6 seems more dramatic. He wants to play knight to f5. I quite like what's just doing this somehow. I mean, I think, you know, we're stopping him from castling at least now. Okay. I thought here that I had the move bishop. Oh, a4, b3, knight takes b4, king c3, knight d5. Okay, that's fine. Careful, Matthew. But actually, I'm heading for disaster here because after king b1, I'm planned is rook d2, and then he can go b3. But okay, he's done that. I might still be heading for disaster here because, yeah, I think I've rather ignored the key points about this. But I'll go knight c7 anyway. I've got I'm going to have a square on a6 for the bishop if necessary. I just want to do this somehow. So knight b5 check is a big threat here. Ooh, got to be said. So knight b5, he's got king c4, which bizarrely isn't mate yet. But rook d2 does look quite dangerous. I'm also thinking about playing rook d4. I guess he could go b3 then. I'm slightly wondering about that. So let's just give him a little check. Play the rook to d2. Obviously, if I can do something great with a sideways pawn move. Ooh, I think that one's. So if I go knight check, pawn takes, b5, king c5, b6, king c6, rook d6, checkmate. I think that's right. Takes, b5 check, king c5, there. Oh, isn't that nice? King c6, rook d6. I'm just wondering, bishop d6, king c6. I could move this guy, but he could block me. Oh, sorry. Am I short of time? Oh, I'm short of time. My goodness. I was getting carried away with it all. Ah, there we are. There we are. Yay! Oh well, I think that one's going to go in the list of games. That was quite nice. All right, let's have a little look. See how this goes. Just a little bit of 5 minutes whilst I'm doing something else. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of games. I've had a couple of games which I quite enjoyed, so hopefully we'll be able to find some more. d4. All right, I will play d5, which seems to be a good move. I mean, if c4, d takes c4 is quite interesting there. So London system, pretty decent, I think. Not quite sure what I want to do with that. Knight c6 with an idea of playing e5 seems kind of interesting. Actually, I'm going to play g6 maybe. Let's have a look at that. c3, very solid. Just play the knight to f6. Yeah, obviously castling kingside could be a little bit dangerous in this sort of chess. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to develop my other pieces first. I actually ran a game between Fairy Stockfish, white and black, and so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what. Had a little look at it. It was quite an interesting game. A draw by repetition with pawns moving from side to side. So that was quite funny somehow. But we'll see how that will go. I'm vaguely wondering about playing a c5 at some stage. Could be quite fun. c5, do I want to do that? Or do I want to on castle now, I guess? Always a little bit risky, but yeah, should be all right. Now c5, he might. Whatever. Let's do it. That's what we like, isn't it? Not sure it's particularly good, really, to to open up this line, really. But I'm opening up some tricks here, maybe. So, I mean, I can go c takes d4. Oh, bleh. My goodness me. That's a move. Let me just put that one in. Obviously, sort of the idea is if knight takes e5, I take, and this one's hanging. I guess he was maybe aiming for e5. Actually, it's maybe not as bad as I was acting. But what I'm going to do, actually, if he goes back, I'm going to put my pawn back on d5. And I'm threatening knight c5 now. And if you go d4, then I've got e4. Oh, this is quite nice. This is a good little tussle with the old pawns. Now, e takes d5. I've got knight c5, queen c2. I would expect to have something winning there, to be honest, but I don't actually see it at all. Maybe I'll just take with a knight or something and just have some threats. Could also take with just take the bishop pair, but always nicer to have a bit more. Right, okay, let's throw in the old knight c5 there. Look at that! Just this little shimmy with the pawn has freed up the c5 square. Now I've got to throw a knight e3 there. That's the basic idea. Ooh. Yeah, I could go knight e3. I could also just go knight b4. I could go knight c3 as well. Knight c3 looks well, actually, knight c3 doesn't look so bad. But maybe knight b4 is the best, I think. Should be very, very good. Maybe I'll even take with the queen, actually. I'll just do it like this. Let me just fancy doing that. Protecting the e5 pawn, that's why I quite liked it. b3. Okay, so let me just put my pieces onto sensible squares. I will just play f6 here. I'm threatening this one as well now, so. Okay. Grab that one. I mean, g5 is possible. But, okay. I mean, I think I'll just take it and can always repair myself later. So, if I just go b5. I think I'll just go back there. Let me just put this pawn on here. And now I'm going to play e4. All right, let me just get my pieces onto decent squares there. Knight f1. f5 is quite nice. Oh, okay, f4. All right. Should I just do this? We'll just swap off the old rookaroonies and then run with our c pawn. Up. He could be moving his pawn to the side, but he isn't. Ah, finally. Oh, that wasn't bad. Just do one more this session, but that's quite a good one. Some nice little pawn shimmies in the opening there. Oh, the same guy again. Okay, we'll go d4. London system. Oh, okay. Let me just, I'll play c4 here and we'll see. a6. I guess a6 and b6 is going to happen, but well, we'll just take the center and we'll see what happens. Keep on taking the center. Like that. I guess I'm going to be playing. So c5. I mean, I could just take off and take on there. Those normally very good positions, but fancy doing something a little bit crazier. Interesting. Could do all sorts of things. I'm just going to play as if it was a modern Benonian. We'll see. I mean, pawn takes is actually pretty good too. Oh, good lord. Okay. It's a little bit risky. Let me just try it and we'll see how this goes. Intrigued somehow how a blocked position is going to go there. Okie dokie. No. Well, let's just put the queen on e2 just to start with. Knight to g4. Okay. Let me just nice and calmly. No need to go bananas. Right. He's got CB5. I've got to have a look, start thinking about the breaks out. He's got CB5. I can vaguely thinking about playing the pawn to there, I confess, to be quite fun. Oh, let's do it. I've got a lovely idea there. Hilarious. Yes. Look at that one. Oh, look at that one. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, pretty cool, you've got to say. It's not totally winning yet. It's pretty close. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is get queen g2 to g4. Actually, that looks quite good. Queen to g2. Sometimes you just look for really complicated things, and then it's just actually not so difficult at all. Okay. Just got to watch out I don't get overexcited and there's got so many ways to win, I think, but bishop takes g7 looks quite good. I'll go knight to f4, I suppose. Knight to g5 takes. King there, check. King there, knight h6, and queen there. It looks quite strong as well, must be said. Yeah, bishop g7, knight f4 looks a little bit odd. Okay, oh good lord, wait a minute. So let's just do knight to g5. Yay, there we are. Well, there we are. I think a couple of nice games there that we can use in our videos. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. And yeah, keep on looking at all this stuff I'm doing with pawn sideways chess. I think it's really great fun. Do give a like and subscribe, tell your friends, and hope to see you at the next videos. Thanks for watching.